Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Ram Hare. Divyavasha Sahasranam
Divyavasasahasranam
Asramahato Jasaha
Sahasramato
Bhoman Bhokshata Bhogan Vai
Oman
Bhokshata
Bhokshata
Bhogan
Bhogan
Ve.
Vai
Divyam Chanugrahan Mama.
Divyam Shanugrahan
Lord, and bless all the prajas are saying, my dear princess, by my mercy you can enjoy all the facilities of this world as well as the heavenly world. Indeed, you can enjoy all of them without hindrance and with full strength for 1,000,000 celestial years. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Actually,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Pranam.
So today the essence
Hare
is
Krishna
can,
Prabhuji
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
so today the essence is can money and bhakti go together? Okay. Generally, this is not the perception in this world. When Srila Prabhupada was visiting many cities, the devotees out of affection used to bring the best car in the city, Rolls Royce, and they will bring Srila Prabhupada with great honor from the airport to the temple in that car. And newspapers used to become so critical, they used to write, Swami is coming rolsing in, and coming in a Rolls Royce, like a critical, not appreciated. In fact, Srila Prabhupada used to take great pleasure. He says, everybody says my movement is fabulously rich. And people generally get, see, the nature is that if there is money, people do get envious. If you see the history of the world, there is a community in Europe called the Jews. And they are like money-making community, they are business community. Even today, they have a lot of videos, they give good counsel, how do we make money? They're very expert in that. And they were rich. And the First World War was lost, and people were seeing their, owning property, they have big bungalows, they're enjoying. There was a kind of, jealousy for them. And Hitler just put ghee on that fire. They killed them. They didn't attack Hitler or they didn't do anything like that. These people. Hatred, so much hatred. Even in India, there is a joke for rich communities, if you see a snake or them, better kill them. And I'm not named them, it'll be an offense. So many devotees it is. They say like that. Because people hate, by very nature, people hate rich people. And then when they see devotees rich, they cannot understand. Why? Why you should have so much opulence? I remember long time ago, I had gone to one college and I had taken a class. So I was in their college canteen taking my prasadam. And then one student came to me, sir, how do I understand this? You have mobile with you, how you can be spiritual and have just mobile? Now those days mobiles were rare, But what kind of spiritual person are you? People cannot understand. In fact, wherever ISKCON builds temples, generally they are opulent, and the first thing people get envy. Therefore, it is good we are doing Annadana. That kills the envy of people. People get envious, hate. We had this when the Bangalore temple was opened, we had a huge problem. City was jealous, hatred. And one person went to the evening newspaper and he published, if you go to the temple, they take out your kidneys. And people accepted that because already they were, such an opulent temple. These people are, So people tend to hate opulence. People become jealous of people who are opulent. And generally, people cannot accept that if some opulent person can be a devotee. The devotee means you should be like Sudama, nothing. You should be so thin and shaking without food, then he's a devotee. Oh, very nice, very nice. But if they visit a devotee You know, I used to go to colleges and I'll open my laptop, Apple laptop. Those days was very rare. They'll be so much frustrated when I can see finished. So this is how the nature of the world is. They can't stand. They want these things, and if they don't have, somebody else have, maybe a devotee, they just hate it. And out of the hatred, they cannot accept that there can be anything noble in that person who's having money. Is it true or not? Isn't it the general tendency? We are jealous and envious of somebody who's holding opulence, who's having big cars.
Very true.
But in Bhagavad Gita, something is different, no? Krishna says, Patram Pushpam, recite the shloka.
Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktuparitam ashnami prayatatmana. Hare Krishna.
So Krishna says that I accept it with love. Now there is a pastime where Krishna goes parallelly to the two houses. Can anybody locate that in Krishna book, that past? Just locate we can read that paragraph. Okay, Krishna goes to the two houses at the same time. There in the Krishna Leela, one place he goes to the sages, with the sages, to a rich man's house, a king, opulent. And same time, by his Shakti, Krishna expands. Not only he expands, sages also he expands them. Two sets go. Same sages and Krishna together go to two places. One place is very opulent, the king, and the king is offering them, big asanas. He is worshipping them with great pomp. Correct? Krishna is accepting that honor. And the other one is a very poor person, but he's also a great devotee. There, what he can offer is offering glass of water, simple food. Krishna accepting that also with great happiness. That is there. Is it there or not? Anybody located Krishna book? That Leela is there? Ask ChatGPT, it'll tell you which chapter it is. Then you locate. Okay? Do you understand this? So, why did Krishna not differentiate? Why did Krishna only go? No, Krishna should have only gone to the poor man's house, no? Why did he went to the rich, opulent house of the king? Why did he go there? In fact, Bhagavad Gita says, Evam parampara praptam. Yes, anybody?
Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo vidu sakale neha mahata yogo nashta parantapa. Hare Krishna.
This spiritual knowledge given to the kings. Kings means they were very opulent. King means opulent. And they were having, they could be fit to receive transcendental knowledge and pass on generations after generations. So their money was not an obstacle to have spiritual knowledge. You cannot say that. You cannot say. In fact, after the war, Pandavas were very poor. Agreed? And after the war is over, they became opulent kings. And then they went to meet Bhishma, because he's in the last days. And Krishna also sat with Arjuna. He has also went. Now you become opulent, so you are useless now. I am only Dina Bandhu, so I don't go with the poor people. Yeah. I don't go with the rich people, Now you are useless. I only go to the poor people. No, Krishna sat in the same chariot as Arjuna is sat. Even though the Supreme Lord, he chose again. In Mahabharata war, all are his children, millions of them. They are fighting. But Krishna chose to stand on the chariot of Arjuna and saw to it, nobody can touch Arjuna. He saw to it, protected Arjuna. And now when he is going to meet Bhishma, Krishna is sitting in the chariot of Arjuna. Just imagine, went together. And then he also bowed down to Bhishma, and Bhishma said, this personality here is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He identified, he knows, he's behaving like big natak he's doing. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then he offered beautiful prayers, that is there, okay, with great affection. Shri Radha Govinda ki. So in our preaching we should do like that. We should only talk to many people, times people say like this. You open temple, so do you give prasadam to the poor people? No, prasadam only given to the poor people is an offense to the prasadam. Even rich man should take prasadam with great honor, है ना? खाली गरीब को देंगे क्या? आप गरीब लोगों को प्रचार करते हो क्या? मतलब सेठ लोग प्रचार के लायक नहीं है. Many people ask. गरीब लोगों को भी आप प्रचार करते हो. गरीब लोगों को खाना खिलाते हो. खाना हम सभी को खिलाते हैं. Therefore, this is the very attitude. I am against this very principle. We take prasadam to give to poor children. What is this? It should be given to everybody, no? Why only poor children? As if they should not be respected. It's the Lord's prasadam. In the temple, we give food to everybody. Even a rich man honors it, even a poor man honors it. Correct? It's for everybody. So there is no distinction as such for rich and poor as far as Krishna is concerned. In fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so happy when King Pratap Rudra was personally cleaning the road in front of the Jagannatha. Jagannath Rath Yatra time, he was personally, not like today. In today, the king, whatever descendant is there, he goes to the top of the chariot and tuku he does on the chariot only. No. Now he does on the chariot only. Previously, he'll go on the road. Pratap Rudra, it is said, he was cleaning the road, even though he's a king. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw that and he became very affectionately inclined to him to bless him. You see that? So it doesn't matter. Everybody should have a chance. Not that only poor people are entitled for devotion. No, everybody is entitled for devotion. In fact, in Kali Yuga, there is no instruction to go to the forest and sit and do tapasya. Where rather the instruction is stay wherever you are. Sthane sita shrutikatam tanuva manobi. Yes? Who knows the shloka?
मे प्रयासमुदपस्य नमन्त एव जीवन्ति सान्मुखरितां भवदीयवार्तां स्थाने स्थिता श्रुतिगतां धनवान् मनोपिर् ये अपि अजितोजित असि अपि असि तैस्त्रिलोक्य.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much. Nobody else knew the shloka today.
ज्ञाने प्रयासमुदपास्य नमन्त एव जीवन्ति षण्मुखरिता भवदीयवार्ता स्थाने स्थिता श्रुतिगतां तनुवाङ् मनोभिः ते प्रायशो अजितजितोऽप्यसि तैस्त्रिलोक्यान्.
So sthane. So what does it say? Stay wherever you are. It's not that living in a palace, now leave the palace, you have to come to a hut and then we think you can begin spiritual life. No. Correct? No. Spiritual life is open for everybody. इसका नंबर कम करो. Okay, so spiritual life is everybody is entitled. So he's saying just become humble, that's all. Don't become proud because you have money. Janmesharya Shuta Shivi Edamana Madaha. It should not intoxicate you. Okay, money is there, but you can be detached. This money is for Krishna's service. If that is there, because Bhagavad Gita Krishna says, Yat karoshi yat juhosi. Yes, what is the shloka?
यत् करोषि यदश्नासि यज्जुहोषि ददाति तत्तपस्यसि कौन्तेय तत्कुरुष्व मदर्पणम्.
Beautiful. Okay? So whatever you do, whatever you give away, Krishna says, give it to me, give it to me. Krishna is hungry for your love. So it doesn't matter you are offering chapan bhog to the Lord, it doesn't matter you are offering simple food to the Lord. Krishna, what he is seeing is your love. Is it offered to love? Krishna will say, okay, I'll take it. But it is not offered to love, Krishna doesn't want anything. You may offer 108 items, if there is no love, Krishna will say, please take, I'm not interested. Like, Dushasana invited Krishna when he went for the peace offer. Please come, you stay at my house and I will offer you big lunch. Krishna said, sorry, I will not come. He's refused. Why did he refuse? his chappan bhog, because there is no love. And instead of that, he went to Vidura's house, and what was being offered to him? A skin of banana, not even banana. And he was eating with some guy. There was so much. He was in ecstasy. There, the Vidura's family was in ecstasy, offering Krishna banana leaf. In ecstasy, banana was being thrown. Correct? Who was offering? Vidura or Vidura's wife? Vidura's wife. With so much ecstasy she was, with Krishna has come, she was offering banana leaf and throwing the banana, and Krishna was accepting with love. And here he has rejected the chappan bhog. So what is Krishna interested is actually devotion, not all these things. So that's left to us. Okay? So somebody has located. Oh, here it is. You went to. So there are two personalities. Okay, wait a minute. I will share it with you. Who invited Krishna at the same time. Okay? And who are these two personalities?
दुर्योधन and Vidura.
Huh? You know that? No. वो तो story हो गया अभी. We are in.
King Bahulasva and Brahmana Sutadeva.
Okay, Mataji, Supriti Mataji, you can start reading the translation.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. At exactly the same time, King Maitila and Shrutadeva each went forward with joined palms and invited the Lord of the Dasharhas to be his guest along with the Brahmana sages.
Then,
wanting to please them both, the Lord accepted both their invitations. Thus he simultaneously went to both homes, and neither could see him entering the other's house.
that Krishna does Yogamaya. You cannot. Then,
when King Bahulashva, a descendant of Janaka, saw Lord Krishna approaching his house from a distance with the sages, who were somewhat fatigued from the journey, he immediately arranged to have some seats of honor brought out for them. After they were all comfortably seated, the wise king, his heart overflowing with joy and his eyes clouded by tears, bowed down to them and washed their feet with intense devotion. Taking the wash water, which could purify the entire world, sprinkled it on his head and the heads of his family members. Then he worshipped all those great lords by offering them fragrant sandalwood paste, flower garlands, fine clothing and ornaments, incense, lamps, arghya, and cow and bulls. When they had eaten to their full satisfaction, for the further pleasure of the king, for their further pleasure, the king began to speak slowly and in a gentle voice as he held Lord Vishnu's feet in his lap and happily massaged them.
see, even though the king is doing this.
Sri Bahulashva said, O mighty Lord, you are the soul of all created beings, the self-illumined witness, and now you are giving your audience to us, who constantly meditate on your lotus feet. You have said, neither Ananta nor goddess Shri or unborn Brahma is dearer to me than my unalloyed devotee. To prove your own words true, you have now revealed yourself to our eyes. What person who knows this truth would ever abandon your lotus feet when you are ready to give your very self to peaceful sages who call nothing their own?
So nothing is own. So your name is not written on the money. It's not your money. So he says,
appearing the Yadu dynasty, you have spread your glories, which can remove all the sins of the three worlds, just to deliver those entrapped in the cycle of birth and death. Obeisances to you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, whose intelligence is never unrestricted. Obeisances to the sage Naranarayana, who always undergoes austerities in perfect peace. Please stay a few days in our house along with these Brahmanas, O all-pervading one, and with the dust of your lotus feet sanctify this dynasty of Nimi. Shukadeva Goswami continued, thus invited by the king, the Supreme Lord, sustainer of the world, consented to stay for some time to bestow good fortune on the men and women of Mithila. Shrutadeva received Lord Achyuta into his home with as much enthusiasm as that shown by King Bahulashva. After bowing down to the Lord and the sages, Shrutadeva began to dance with a great joy, waving his shawl.
So he doesn't have drums, he doesn't have, musicians to receive. He's himself jumping with his chadar on the air.
After bringing mats of grass and dharba straw and seating his guests upon them, he greeted them with words of welcome. Then he and his wife washed their feet with great pleasure.
So he doesn't have big asanas, he doesn't have royal palace, he has a jhuggi, but he is putting straw mats and a water to welcome them.
With the washed water, the virtuous Shrutadeva copiously sprinkled himself, his house, and his family. Overjoyed, he felt that all his desires had now been fulfilled. He worshipped them with offerings of auspicious items easily available to them, such as fruits, ushira root, pure nectarian water, fragrant clay, tulsi leaves, kusha grass, and the lotus flowers. Then he offered them food that increases the mood of goodness. He wondered, how is it that I, fallen into the blind well of family life, have been able to meet Lord Sri Krishna? And how have I have also been allowed to meet these great Brahmanas who always carry the Lord within their hearts. Indeed, the dust of their feet is the shelter of the holy places. When his guests were seated comfortably, having each other received a proper welcome, Shrutadeva approached them and sat down nearby with his wife, children, and other dependents. Then, while massaging the lotus feet, he addressed Krishna and the sages. Shrutadeva said, "It is not that we have attained the audience of the Supreme Person only today, for we have in fact been associating with him ever since he created this universe with his energies and then entered it in his transcendental form. The Lord is like a sleeping person who creates a separate world in his imagination and then enters his own dream and sees himself within it. You reveal yourself within the hearts of those persons of pure consciousness who constantly hear about you, chant about you, worship you, glorify you, and converse with one another about you. But although you reside within the heart, you are very far away from those whose minds are disturbed by the entanglement in material work. Indeed, no one can grasp you by his material powers, for you reveal yourself only in the hearts of those who have learned to appreciate your transcendental qualities. Let me offer my obeisances unto you. You are realized as the Supreme Soul by those who know the absolute truth, whereas in your form of time you impose death upon the forgetful souls. You appear both in your causeless spiritual form and in the created form of this universe, thus simultaneously uncovering the eyes of your devotees and obstructing the vision of the non-devotees. Prabhuji, you're muted, Prabhuji.
Prabhu, you're on mute.
Yeah, so we see that even though he is in both the places, there is no difference. He is giving affection. So ahetuki, worship of Krishna is beyond any material situation. Not that to worship Krishna I have to become poor, I have to sit in a hut, no. And rather, Krishna consciousness is so powerful. The process of Krishna consciousness is powerful. It makes you. You don't have to go to the forest like Ashtanga Yoga, live eating rudely. You do not need to do that. You can sit in your home, you can be with your family, you can be with your children, you can do everything, and still you can become a great devotee. This is the unique power of the Krishna consciousness. It is such a powerful process. It doesn't need artificial poverty or anything like that. No. You can have a nice cushion, you can sleep on that, but it doesn't matter. You can still become a great devotee. You can move in Rolls Royce, you own a Rolls, still doesn't matter. You can still become a great devotee. But if you're a devotee, then use all these things. Now suppose you want to build a beautiful, huge house. Build it, but make it as a temple. That's it, no? Invite your friends, everybody there. Have big festivals there. You feed prasadam to a lot of people. What's wrong? In fact, this very psychology that happened, the hatred of the rich people, I think that is the one led to communism. One of the reasons of communism, the hatred. And then they made a principle, it doesn't matter what business you do, you will get same salary. So it was collapsed. It did not work in China. It did not work in Russia. In fact, China, they are not following it. Many billionaires they are having now. How they can have billionaires with communism? They don't have communist philosophy, only for the namesake. Only for the state control. That only they have retained. Rest they have loosened it up. How they are having billionaires with now. And similarly Russia also, they got oligarch, rich people, oligarch, very rich billionaires there. They are also having billionaires. So how can you say that, It didn't work, but that idea, why somebody will have incentive to work if he cannot make more money? Why businessman will work? You say you work 20 hours, you work 1 hour. Correct. That doesn't matter. In fact, we have seen so many devotees. We have in Mangalore also one devotee, fabulously rich. But it's so much humility those devotees they receive. We have another house in Udupi also, fabulously rich. But anybody feels happy to go there, so respectful to devotees. In fact, once I was going to their house, the door was locked. So I said, what happened? Where were you? You said you are there. Prabhu, we have come to market to buy garland to receive you. Please wait, we are coming. Just imagine. So that opulence is not being misused, it is being used. The devotees go, they serve them 100 items. In fact, we generally have Govardhan Puja in one big house in Mangalore, you know that. 300, 400 items making to offer to the Lord. So opulence may be there. It is not being used for personal aggrandizement, it is used for service to Krishna. So Yukta Vairagya, we can use anything for service to Krishna, but if you should be careful, it doesn't become luxury. It is good, it is utility. That's the best principle. Then it will not intoxicate you. Because Queen Kunti wants Janma, Shaurya, Shruta, Shri. Aishwarya is there in the list. It should not intoxicate. Being too rich, Devatas are not rich. They are too rich. Like you have in this world how much? 100,000, lakh, crore. They have 1 million crore. Like that, too much opulence. Devatas are 10,000 times more, everything 10,000 times more. Now so rich they are, you can just imagine, 10,000 crores, just imagine. Too rich, like what we have, Elon Musk. Even in India we see today, in parliament they keep, spewing venom against Adani, Ambani. People hate rich people and they take advantage of that. But imagine Devatas are so rich, they pray, if I can be on earth, it will be easier to practice Krishna consciousness. They are too comfortable. They're very handsome. Apsaras are extremely beautiful. Life is very long, they can just enjoy. So, utility is the principle. So, too much money, Srila Prabhupada says, it does intoxicate. The tendency is there, but not compulsory. They say power corrupts. Not compulsory. The Parikshit Maharaj was ruling the whole earth. You think he was corrupted? No. Yudhishthira Maharaj was ruling the whole world. He turned world into Vaikuntha. So, that money and opulence should not get inside our head. Janma, Shaurya, Shruta, Shivi, Madaha. We should not get intoxicated. Yes? Use it for Krishna's service. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Okay, it is so nice. Now so many people, when Srila Prabhupada was in Mayapur, somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, why don't you just build a hut here? Prabhupada said, yes, we have already built, but nobody will come. And when the Mayapur temple gets built, you see how many people coming. You know? And the temple is still not ready, opened up. Still every day 50,000 people are already coming. Facilities are there. How many places are there for eating? There, if you go Mayapur, you need place to stay. You don't have rooms. Facilities are short. We need more facilities. How do you think without facilities we can preach? Just like we are building the residential college now. How you think we can do without that? The devotees come, no place to stay. They should lie down on the floor. Last time, like we had come for the Brahmotsav, and I was feeling so bad. We are not able to offer even proper places. People need this facility. They are, in fact, when Srila Prabhupada also recognizes in the movement as he was building, he says, no, we cannot do like that. That ashrams are there, made of hut, you sleep on the floor. People will not come only. If you do the offer this, people are used to these things now. So, and people do not have capacity or tapasya today in Kali Yuga. Therefore, Prabhupada did not insist on all these things. His focus was they can chant the 16 rounds of Hare Krishna mantra. Doesn't matter. He is living in an opulent house or a hut. Doesn't matter. And the power of the process is so much by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even Prataraprabhudura was such a great devotee. We saw that, Hannah. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu allowed him. At the end, in the beginning, he was, because king means woman, king means queens, king means too much opulence. And in the tradition of those sannyasis of this time, he doesn't want to show that he is moving around with power and money. Nobody likes it. But later, when the Pratap Rudra saw the sincerity of Pratap Rudra, he allowed him. When he sang Gopi Gita to him, he embraced him. Right? So please do not take an idea that only advanced devotee means he has to be like Sudama, very poor, very advanced, very advanced. No. Somebody can be very rich and be very, very advanced devotee. We have this, when Srila Prabhupada, one very special devotee there, Alfred Ford, Prabhupada disciple. So he became a part of the movement. And Srila Prabhupada had come to Boston, I think that is the city. Srila Prabhupada was there and he saw one beautiful house for sale. Srila Prabhupada just straight went inside for negotiation without anything. He doesn't have anything in his pocket. So how much you will give me? So there was a broker. He's saying, please, you don't speak, I will speak. Prabhupada said, you shut up. He was directly saying, see, this is Krishna's movement, this is for we are spreading message of God. Why don't you give it free? He says, no, we will not give free. Okay, how much you want? I know, he was negotiating. And then finally something said $300 million, something the person agreed. It's a too rich a palace. It has, waterways, the huge garden, and ISKCON still has it. And then what happened, Prabhupada negotiated and came back. He said, Prabhupada, we don't have any money. He said, okay, I just want it for Krishna's sake. And then Alfred Ford came to know, who had recently become the disciple. He went and combined with one more devotee. He put the money together. In fact, very interesting thing had happened. And the company, the grandfather, the Ford, was the richest man in the world at the time. Okay? Very powerful person. And there was a union. The employees have a union leader. And union leader had died. So a lot of people were saying that Ford arranged it. There was a lot of enmity between those two families, Ford's family and the union leader's family. Their granddaughter and Ford's grandson went together, just imagine, went together to purchase this for Prabhupada. They together, both were rich, they pooled money together and purchased this property for Prabhupada. In fact, they said, Ford says, I spent a lot of money after for renovating it and, shaping it like a temple. All the big halls had to be done some work and all. So Prabhupada offered. So in fact, Prabhupada was sitting outside after that it was taken, Prabhupada was sitting in the garden, beautiful garden. It's a huge estate. And Prabhupada was sitting there and chanting Hare Krishna with the devotees. So one person there is a waterway next to it, So all the neighbors can use it and go to the river. So somebody was passing by, some neighbor, and he got envious, as usual, when you see rich, opulence. You people do not do anything, and you are enjoying such opulence. So Prabhupada said, then why don't you join us? What's the problem? Without working, you think we are very opulent, why don't you join us? Then he went away. Prabhupada said, that he cannot do, because he cannot live up his bad habits. That he will not do. Okay? So by Krishna's grace, ISKCON movement is fabulously opulent. It is. You see all the temples of ISKCON very opulent by Krishna's grace. But we should not think that this is, something negative, as many people say. No, we are using this money. In fact, something interesting happens. When you're building a temple, people say, oh, why don't you feed poor people? Heard this joke, no? So now this World Cup is going on cricket. In one match, they are spending some 500,000 crore. And that time they don't remember poor people. Huh? Now they forget poor people. They spend, they go to hotel and they eat, they spend 10,000 rupees, then a small party, they do marriages of their children, they spend, 10 lakh, 50 lakh, 1 crore. That time they forget poor people. Huh? And temple where every poor person is being fed free every day. Anybody will say, come. There was Prabhupada in Australia, and one person gave the same argument. Swamiji, why are you opening these temples or not? Better feed poor people. Prabhupada made the declaration, let the whole world come, we will feed them. That's Prabhupada's confidence. Let the whole world come, we will feed them. There is no question of poverty. They can come here. Any problem, come. We will feed them. We don't say. In fact, we have various cases. Devotee is always ready. Temple which Prabhupada said is managed by Radha Rani. Prabhupada says that. Temple is managed by Radha Rani. There should be no question of shortage. Any visitor coming, prasadam, yes, it is ready. They should happily be given. So, but still people have objection. Why they build a big temple? Huh? They build some cricket stadiums where the small lakh people can sit. That government builds. And they spend thousands of crores on it. And that's okay, that's okay. How many we can think about, these things? Sorry, I am just using. Okay, it's better now. Okay, so we can understand that opulence and Krishna consciousness need not be connected in this way. But in the name of utility, Prabhupada says be careful, particularly for Grihastha devotees, he says be careful to not imitate the karmis. Because we live with them, they put pressure. I didn't know, yaar, we should have Audi car. Now don't get carried away by that. We should have utility is the principle. Utility is the principle of the, it should not be something with luxury, we should not do. Because whatever I have, Karma Yoga means whatever I have actually belongs to Krishna. From that, I take minimum just for my maintenance. That should be the principle of a devotee. But for serving to Krishna, Prabhupada says service to Krishna should be more than first class. How it should be? More than first class. Very, very beautiful. In fact, that is why you see the ISKCON paintings, so beautiful. Why? Who gave the spirit to spend months to making one painting? And it cannot be so beautiful, it cannot be matched. Prabhupada said these paintings are the windows of the spiritual world. But how they were made, these windows? Prabhupada says service to Krishna should be more than first class. In fact, the books printing, you see the books Prabhupada printed in India itself. So beautiful cover, so elaborate. Prabhupada said every book should have more than 40 paintings, each one of my book. He wanted everything for service to Krishna more than first class. Not first class, more than first class. The best. The best. So just like Srila Prabhupada opened the temple in America, he told the devotees, by Krishna's grace you are so opulent. Offer minimum chappan bhog every day. You offer, you have Krishna's given you opulence. Use it. Offer to Krishna beautiful things. In fact, at that time Srila Prabhupada was reaching in England, and the richest man of England, who was that? George Harrison. He offered a fabulous estate. Prabhupada accepted it for temple. And today, the situation is such that on a Janmashtami day, lakhs of people come. Practically, that has become the center for all the Hindus in England. They all go there. Imagine. In fact, in Juhu also, Prabhupada, in a very opulent place, purchased a land which became today a temple. And the lakhs of people are visiting on any holidays there. So, we should never hesitate. For service to Krishna, more than first class. Ourselves, yes, simple living and high thinking. For ourselves, simple living. Okay? So in that way, we should balance. Utility is the principle. Anything we need, yes, for Krishna's sake, we have. And whatever we can save, we think that Krishna we serve with that. So that can be balanced. And it's not that I have to leave to sit in a forest, very poor condition to practice. No, not a recommendation. Kalyuga. That's not the recommendation. Stay where you are. Sthane sito. Doesn't matter where you are. But you focus how we can serve Krishna. See, it doesn't matter where you are. You are a brahmachari, you are a grahastha, doesn't matter. What matters, what is the quality of the japa you are offering. If you can chant attentively in grahastha ashram, better be grahastha. Anna? It doesn't matter, you are a brahmachari or grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasi. It has, therefore Chaitanya Prabhu says, I am not any of them. What I am? Servant. So how do you servitude? Can I attentively chant the holy name of the Lord? Hare Krishna, Hare. Independent of the, isn't this, if you can do that in an opulent house, sit in an opulent house. If you can do that in a hut, okay, that's fine. That is not the focus. Because Prabhupada did not focus on these areas. The focus is, can I attentively hear the holy name? Doesn't matter where you are sitting. Let that be the focus, not that I am in a comfortable position or not comfortable position. And look at this thing. If the opulence is an obstruction to Krishna consciousness, why Krishna is blessing Prachetas to enjoy the opulence of this world for millions of years? In fact, he does it for Prahlad Maharaj also. Bestows opulence on him, enjoy. He bestows opulence on Pandavas also. Did that? Why, if the opulence is something negative, why Krishna is bestowing that on Dhruva Maharaj also? Rule for a long time, opulently. Now, won't you do that to your beloved child? Correct? In Vaikuntha, are they beggars? No. Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, clothes are full of opulence. It's not that Nanda Maharaj is there, but the kurta is torn in one corner. No, he's having very, very opulent clothes. Krishna keeps the devotees out of love and affection very comfortable in the spiritual world. Chintamani prakara sadmasha kalpa vriksha. So opulently devotees are living because their opulence, Krishna shares his opulence. Sashti. He shares the opulence with his devotees. So why we should think that I have to become poverty to do Krishna consciousness? No, that is not what is needed. And for the particularly, previously it is true, the Brahmanas used to embrace poverty, to keep detached from the world, not to get intoxicated with the wealth of the world. But in this stage of Kali Yuga, as Acharya, the Acharya of the golden age, Srila Prabhupada, has not given focused on that. He knows where to focus. Can you chant Hare Krishna? Focus there. The process is so powerful, this chanting of the 16 words and other elements of Krishna consciousness, as Srila Prabhupada has given us, practice the 64 elements of Krishna consciousness, or you say the Navavida Bhakti is so powerful that it can make you a pure devotee even though you're sitting in an opulent house. So that doesn't have to be your Our focus, your focus is, can I attentively hear these books? It doesn't matter. If your focus is there, you hardly care you're sitting on an opulent seat, you're sitting on the ground. Suppose you're very keen to, sometimes it happens, you don't mind something where you are, you don't mind, your focus is somewhere else. If your focus is on Krishna's lotus feet, your focus is on serving Krishna, it doesn't matter. Now when Krishna visited the house of, Lord Chaitanya visited the house of Advaita Acharya, he offered to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu huge feast. With the rice was like a mountain. And in that ghee, bucket of ghee was put. Now is it that Lord Chaitanya said, this is not correct? No. He accepted. He accepted. True, as a sannyasi, he said in the beginning, I am a poor sannyasi, you can give me little and a leave. He said, I know who you are, sit down. Sit down. And another thing is that, why we have an objection when our Lord is opulent? What kind of thing it is? Lakshmi belongs to the Lord. Lakshmi belongs to the Lord. Nothing wrong to offer worship to the Krishna with all the opulence which is there in the world. In fact, Srila Prabhupada says sometime, you know what happened? There's opulence thing, one more. Srila Prabhupada was sitting in Bengal, some place program was there, where another mission is there. They talked that we should be poor. Daridra Narayana mission. So Prabhupada came to sit on an asana, somebody was testing Srila Prabhupada. He put below in a cushion some money, say 50,000 today's money. He put one bundle. So Prabhupada sat, he found a bulge. So he saw one bundle. He called a brahmachari, come take this. And somebody has given. So that person started, he thought Prabhupada has lost it because he's attracted to money. So Swamiji, you want money? So Prabhupada looked at him. Koto ache, how much you have? Prabhupada says, people are not giving us. Actually, we can spend the whole money of the world to spread Krishna's message. But people are not giving. He was thinking the movement is fit because he is a pure devotee. We don't even, sometimes when somebody is donating, we really feel, do we deserve this? Sometimes we feel like that. Hana? Why is he sacrificing so much? But Prabhupada, the pure devotee, he's seeing the joy. He's seeing the joy as people are taking to Krishna consciousness. He's saying, if unlimited, all the money, he says, our movement can spend on the world. But people don't give. He's laughing. The government, everybody should give. We can spend all the money of the world to spread Krishna consciousness. And he was always telling, no, this Krishna consciousness movement is a boon on the human society. It's a boon. It is only going to benefit the whole world, the more this movement grows. So there is nothing to be hesitation in thinking that, Krishna consciousness has to be something poor. Otherwise, why is he, Lord Krishna, blessing? Why is he keeping his devotee in the spiritual Lord in Vaikuntha? Vaikuntha, they're not poor, full of opulence. Why? So similarly, see, these all kind of, sometimes difficulties are needed. Suppose you have a child and you give him money and he misuses the money. Like in Vedic culture, Shudras, not by birth, by their nature, were not given money. They were maintained. They were given place to stay, but they will not give money. Why? Because they will drink when you give money. So better don't give money. So sometimes Krishna, and then Krishna has his own pastime with the devotees. Whatever Krishna, Maro bhi, Rakho bhi, left to Krishna, how is he taking our life? It doesn't mean, sometimes we feel somebody become very opulent, so Krishna is very merciful to him. We cannot say that, no? We don't know what Krishna wants to do. He took away the life of Vritasura. And you can say, why did Krishna get Vritasura killed in the battle? Leave it to Krishna. He knows how to, he got Vritasura, he got Chitraketu cursed. We do not even know. So don't make your calculations. Because we are, some people have this understanding. Because we have become opulent now, Krishna is very merciful to me and prove that I am chanting properly. Leave all these things. We had in our congregation one very nice devotee. Suddenly he got a stroke. And we can take that, okay, now Krishna is not merciful. No. We do not know what Krishna wants to do with somebody. He exactly knows how to lead somebody back to the spiritual world. It's only one mission. So leave it to him, what he wants to do. And whatever condition he puts us, we are very happy. And indirectly you see how many people, can have, isn't Krishna sharing opulence with us? How many people have a hall of this size in the house? वो 100 स्क्वायर फीट का हॉल होता है, 200 किसके घर में होता है, 10,000 10,000 स्क्वायर फीट का हॉल. हाउ मेनी पीपल हैव दिस फैसिलिटी that they can tell the whole city, anybody come, we will feed you. How many people have this facility? So Krishna keeps a devotee in such a comfortable position. Correct? It says, if you dress Krishna nicely, Krishna thinks how to dress you nicely. And so therefore many devotees have taken it up. They offer dresses to the Lord. Do that. It's so nice. Because nothing is going in. 1 gram of energy used in Krishna's service is not going in vain. 1 gram. Million times it comes back. Million times. That's intelligence actually. Today I am rich and opulent by Krishna's grace. If I use this opulence to serve Krishna, then Krishna will give unlimited times more. So there is nothing to hesitation. So whatever, if I make nice bhoga for the Lord and feed, Krishna is thinking, how do I feed him? He will not going to forget. You know that example, that Draupadi did a small thing for Krishna. She just, one pastime, she tied his hand for something. And Krishna was thinking, how do I repay her? And what way Krishna repaid, we cannot even know. But Sudama gave little chip rice, Krishna was thinking, how do I repay this person? And then he made his house very opulent. So imagine if there is somebody like that, where there should be hesitation to serve. But because we do not have faith of the existence of God, therefore we hesitate. Krishna is there, we serve. And just like, when temples are made, people know that millions of people are going to come inside, and every visitor that comes, I'll get some blessing of the Lord. Because of, I could participate, and people feel blessed in that. Okay? So in that way, opulence is there, use it to Krishna. Krishna will keep giving more and more, because you recognize it belongs to him. That's the principle of karma yoga. Yagnadana tapaschaiva pavanani manishinaha. It is said, it purifies even everybody. Bhagavad Gita. So we not stop yagna dana. That's it, Bhagavad Gita. Who knows the shloka? Yagna dana tapaschaiva pavanani manishinaha. Hare Krishna. Nobody knows the shloka. This shloka we never...
Prabhuji.
Chalo.
Radha pranams. Yajnadana tapakarma karyameva tat yajnodanam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. Hare Krishna.
All have become vocabulary in the dictionary. Pavanani manishinaha. It's purifying. The Prabhupada in the purport writes a beautiful purport. He says even in the Vivaha Samskara is a purification. It's a purification. So many people object, why did I got my students married? Prabhupada knows, when these people are coming to Srila Prabhupada, they can know these boys and girls are entangled, you can know. You cannot know, others can watch. So Prabhupada could see these people are all, having illicit affairs. Prabhupada hardly bothered. He knows he has such a powerful process. Come on, let us enjoy the holy name. So chanting the Kirtan with Srila Prabhupada, hearing Srila Prabhupada, taking Prasada, Prabhupada was silent. And then when they approach, Srila Prabhupada, we like to accept you as a guru. Prabhupada, that's fine. Can you get married first? But imagine he's marrying his disciples. Pavanani manishana, it's purifying. What a powerful process this is. In many of the processes of spiritual life, first thing you have to leave house and go to forest. Here he's marrying his disciples. It doesn't matter. Generally we think getting married, in India many people have that concept, getting married means spiritually you are gone. Brushed ho gaya, sab nasht ho gaya. People feel like that. No, it's not true. We can spiritually advance so well, even though we can marry in Krishna consciousness, that is nothing. It's convenient. Some people find it more convenient. So it doesn't matter. You can attentively chant as a brahmachari, remain a brahmachari. You think you can chant very attentively if you are a grasta? So that is what is more important. How attentively you are hearing the holy words, how attentively you are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. How attentively you are doing that, that is important. That doesn't matter which is comfortable for you. For a crocodile, water is comfortable. For elephant, land is comfortable. In the Gajendra Prabhupada writes a beautiful purport. When Gajendra was dragged into water by a crocodile, it became very difficult for him. So Prabhupada, interestingly, in middle of that, writes this purport. For us, you have to understand which situation is more comfortable. and peacefully sit and chant Hare Krishna. And this process is so beautiful that I don't have to sit in the hut as or go to forest. No, I can sitting and I can advance and I can become a pure devotee, and day by day I can see my spiritual happiness is increasing and I go back to Krishna. Okay? And you see Krishna here personally is blessing the prachetas with opulence for millions of years, and then after that you go back to God. It's not that the opulence is contaminating, no. Per se, opulence is not contaminating. And he knows the sea. Tell me an example. If you are a father, won't you bless your child with opulence? Or do you say, beta, मैं तो सारा पैसा फेंक देगा, तू एक चटाई में लेके बैठ जाना जंगल. No, won't you share? So Krishna is the most opulent person. He wants to share. He's sharing. He shared with Prahlad Maharaj the opulence. He made him the king. Narasimhadeva made him the king. We said Dhruv Maharaj, again the Lord made him the king. You enjoy the opulence and then you go to pole star. Isn't it true? Correct? So we don't know how, but at the same time, we should not become proud because you're opulent. We should not become intoxicated of the opulence. Even though by Krishna's grace you may be comfortable or not comfortable, doesn't matter. Savai pumsa paro dharma. You know this shloka?
Save pumsa paro dharma yato bhaktir adhokshate ahetu ki apratihata yayatma suprasiddhati.
So apratihata, doesn't matter. Krishna changes situation, world changes. You are very, very opulent situation. And then you are in a difficult position, doesn't matter. Except the whatever situation I have, it is Krishna has given me that situation. Be happy and satisfied. Otherwise, money, 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 dud beko, don't have that kind of conscience. Always be happy. Accept, sometimes there is physical pain, what we are told to do, accept it. It's part of life, is given by the Lord. Accept it for your purification. Similarly, sometimes Krishna may not give you physical pain, but may have some shortage of money. Accept it, Krishna, it is your wish, I accept it. Sudama did not go to Krishna because he had shortage of money. He just went because he wanted to. Otherwise, just imagine we discussed the two people where Krishna landed up. Why Krishna went there? Because they had no shortage. They were satisfied. You should be satisfied. The king was, did he say, Krishna, you have come, please see to it that it's a little more diamond you can give me. No, he was not interested. He was satisfied. Similarly, the poor man, Krishna, your other devotee, where you have gone, I came to know, is so opulent. Why don't you make me also opulent? He is happy with what is it. Sudama did not ask Krishna anything. He was extremely happy just to see the Lord. So that should be within our heart, not that you go to the temple, idu beko in Kannada, in Hindi, ye dijiye, wo dijiye, ye dijiye, ye nahi hona chahiye. Aapko satisfied hona chahiye. Ye nahi hum mandir ja rahe hain, we are going to Shri Ranganatha, the Lord Narayana, opulent, Lakshmi ka bhi temple hoga, Lakshmi, thoda de do nahi. We should be satisfied. What you are given, I don't deserve it. You're so kind to me. And maybe sometimes there may be shortage, some difficulty. It is Krishna's wish. Accept like that. Then it will be so nice. Ahetuki, apratihata. Then without any break and without any cause we can do it. Otherwise we are doing devotion service. But Krishna, you heard my prayer. Now so much I'm chanting, no? Attentively I'm chanting. Why are you not giving? You made Pacheta so opulent. Why don't you make me opulent? See, that is in this word you made them. But when you go to the spiritual world, you are very opulent, no? Correct? We are opulent. A devotee is actually rich, very rich because of his heart. He is very happy. So Krishna recognizes the devotion of both the rich and the poor devotee, and immaterial to that, Krishna can be achieved. Okay, Hare Krishna. Anybody wants to add something to this?
Prabhuji, in some cases, though the opulences were given, but example of Vidura, he was enjoying all kind of opulences in the palace, but still when he was insulted by Duryodhana, he left everything and he had gone in search of Krishna only by remembering Krishna.
Yeah, he had no ill will in his heart. He was hearing to Maitreya with so much pleasure, yeah, totally satisfied. Are thoda yes, he was satisfied. In any condition, we should be satisfied. That is, then he can do devotion service properly. Yes, Pushpamurti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. See, most of the people I've seen, those may be very rich and opulent. Of course, they are very religious. They are very, they think they are very spiritual advanced, but they worship demigods. They don't worship Krishna. It's not that if they worship Krishna, if they are rich or whether poor, as you said, anybody can worship Krishna, whether they are rich or very poor. But usually I've seen rich people worshipping only the demigods. They don't worship Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have to have the fortune to meet a pure devotee.
Yes,
You see now the Devatas, Vishnu Bhakti Bhava Deva, they are opulent, no? Devatas are so rich and opulent. So Krishna keeps his devotees. And actually, you see, Srila Prabhupada externally, if you look at his situation, Prabhupada says Krishna keeps his devotee very comfortable. There was the great famine in Bengal at the time of Britishers. Prabhupada was there. So many people died. After the famine is over, Prabhupada contacted so many of his devotees, friends. He said Krishna had taken care. So Krishna takes care of his devotees. Okay? Avashya Rakshibe Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, some of the richest people in India, Ambanis, they are all devotees of Krishna, Prabhuji.
No,
And
they are
even
devotees. They
the
visit
merchants of Surat, many of them
Yeah,
Radha Krishna.
In fact, when somebody praying like that, people are copying that. Maybe like that we should pray to become rich. It has become famous. He was, in front of some temple, he was doing like that. People are recording that. ऐसा pray करना है क्या? हम भी rich हो जाएगा.
Yes, Prabhuji, Ambanis are the followers of Krishna only. They go,
Yeah.
they visit this Nathdwara temple regularly, on the
Yeah.
regular basis.
Their family is connected to the Nathdwara temple.
Yes.
They are Vaishnavas, no doubt.
Vaishnavas,
Okay.
correct.
So see, independent. So see, somebody may have 1 rupee and may be very attached and proud of that 1 rupee. Somebody may have the opulence like Yudhishthira Maharaj, just walked out of the place without any detachment. When Krishna is not there, just walked out of the place. He left the opulence. Parikshit Maharaj left the opulence. He will see, Krishna will test you. Like Parikshit Maharaj, you see the test. When the situation came, he left. There was no sadness in his heart. He was sitting in a simple cloth, Yamuna, next to Yamuna in Delhi. No regret. Are yaar, wo cushion kidhar gaya? Chalta yaar. Shukamuni is speaking. With everybody is hearing, he is relishing that thing. True? So Krishna will test you. And sometimes if you are an introspective devotee, Krishna will reveal to you, you are getting attached to opulence. No? Use whatever is there in Krishna's service. Okay?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Even then, recently, this Anil Agrawal, Vedanta's owner, his son was died. He used to come in Bombay, that temple, and there very nice.
He went to the Bombay temple of ISKCON and he sang with the devotees. Radha Radha.
Very nice, Prabhuji.
And when newspaper was interpreting, he's singing his heart out. Whatever it is, he's singing in front of the Lord. He is one of the richest men in the world. It's good, no? Why not they be devoted to the Lord? It is for everybody. Krishna conscious for everybody, irrespective of being rich and poor. Correct? Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji, from tomorrow, Navadip Parikrama is starting. So the people from all space of life, they are coming. They're rich, they're poor, everyone walking, sleeping on the tent. And there we can see that opulence, whether you have money or you don't have money, you can be equal in front of Lord. So I'm also joining, Prabhuji. So seeking your blessings.
Which team are joining? International team?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, very good. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sadar Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji, Sadar Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna
Prabhuji, Sadar Pranam.
Sadar Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Radha Govinda ki jai. Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare
ISKCON Mangalore में